Ugh, gotta like wipe it away now. Today, I'm gonna help you figure out if the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer is worth your coins. Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jensine, aka Jungle Naps, and I'm so excited to have you back to my channel. If you're new, hey girl, what's up? All right, so we are going to be taking a look at the Tatcha very expensive primer, the Silk Canvas, okay? It's been really hyped up. I'm a little curious, so I fell prey to Sephora and I ordered it. And it finally arrived, so I was like, you know what? Why don't we get together and test this out and see if it's really worth that expensive price tag. Now, obviously, this product is not going to be marketable to everybody. Not everybody is willing or can afford to spend this much money on a primer. I totally get that. I want to assess whether it's really worth it. And for those of you guys that are actually looking for an honest, unbiased review, and you want to know what you're getting yourself into before you spend your money, then this is for you. If you don't like expensive product reviews, I totally get you. I've got a ton of other videos that you're welcome to watch. Now, before we get into this video, if you're brand new to my channel or you just happen to notice that you haven't subscribed yet, smash that subscribe button and join the family. I upload 3 times a week, so I'm sure you're gonna find something that you love on this channel. And if you're an oldie but goodie subby, hey girl, it's so good to see you again. Okay, so I'm gonna bring you just a little bit closer to my face so that we can try this out together and you can really assess what the situation is. Okay, so on the box here, it does say that the primer is marketed for all skin types, and it's supposed to blur the look of pores, fine lines, and uneven skin tone. It's supposed to prime with silk powder for long-lasting, flawless makeup, and it's supposed to protect skin from makeup and pollution, color correct with a universal shade for healthy, soft, focused glow, and it's supposed to have anti-aging Japanese superfoods that help restore the look of youthful radiance. Doesn't that sound like magic in a jar? I certainly hope it does all of those things for me. Now, when I take it out of the box, this is what it looks like. It certainly is a heavier compact. It feels like it's solid, like it's not gonna break, and it feels kind of like luxurious. So unscrewing this is what it looks like. It's got a nice flat, smooth surface. It did come with this little, whatever you call it, disc thing, and you're supposed to use it to scrape off the product. Very interesting. Now, they say that a little bit goes a long way, and you're supposed to use a rice size amount for your whole face. So they say to dot the product on your forehead, on your cheeks, on your chin, and if you're using it as an eye primer, you can use it as on your eyes as well. And then once you've distributed the product, you can rub it into your face, let it set, and then apply your foundation. And by let it set, I just mean wait till it dries, not set it with powder. Okay, so I'm just going to use my first little thing here, and I'm going to take this, scrape it, and they said a rice size amount. It's pretty good. So I'm just going to take, oh, it's really soft. It's almost like a mousse formula, so it spreads really easily. I'm just gonna dot it like along here, spread it along here, and then apply the rest like so. Now, I usually don't like to put these types of primers under my eyes, but they say you can do that. It's suitable for the eyes, so why not, you know? I do have to say, it smells so amazing. It's not an overpowering scent, but very rich, expensive. That's what it smells like. Okay, so now that I've got it all set, I can rub it in. To be honest with you guys, I don't feel like a rice size amount is enough. Like, I honestly feel like I need to use a bit more on the outer parts of my face. Just, ooh. And slight note here, can you guys see? It's peeling, whatever you call it. It's basically, that really sucks, coming off, peeling or whatever the word is for it. That's not good. And why is it only on my forehead? A little sus to me. Okay, so let me go ahead and add some more on the parts of my face that I missed using this again. And what I'm gonna try this time is, instead of dotting it on, I'm just gonna rub it on my hands. This looks like it's really smooth. And pat it in. See, that seems a little bit better to me. They said massage it? Nuh-uh. The massaging caused the problem. This is my preferred technique now. Rub it on your hands and then dot it onto your face, like so. And push the product in. This is how I apply my like serums. So maybe, you know, it needs to be applied the same way. So now that that's done, feeling good about that, but yeah, ooh, and look at that, that's pilling too. I don't like that. For $52, it should not do that. Ugh, gotta like wipe it away now. So I doubt that this pilling thing could have resulted from any product that I had underneath. I basically use a very lightweight serum, which I've never had problems with different primers. And I also use my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, and that primer plays really, really nicely with like anything. My face was definitely a little bit drier, I do have to say. It wasn't like super oily, you know, because I did just like wash my face, but you can see it kind of like got in my hair. Ugh. Okay, anyway, I'm going to be using my Nars Natural Radiant Foundation today, and this is in the shade Macao. And seeing how that plays with this, it pretty much feels dry. I do have some of that product pilling up in my hair and underneath my chin, but we'll see. Okay, got a little bit of this foundation. Mix it up on my hand and just apply it like so. And let's see. So as you can see, here's the side with the primer, and then here's just my regular skin. I mean, so far it seems it applies nicely. I'm just gonna keep going. Now, here is what my foundation looks like before it's set. So I feel like, yes, it does go on and make the foundation look very smooth. So far, I don't see anything revolutionary. And it also makes my foundation look more matte than it is, because the Natural Radiant one is definitely not a matte foundation, but I feel like it looks just like matte and smooth. And I haven't even set it yet, which is very interesting. Now I'm going to be applying my concealer to all the normal highlighted areas. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Tan. Okay, now I'm going to be blending this out. I'm really curious, you guys, to see how well my makeup lasts with this primer. Wow, so the concealer actually looks really good. And in my past experience, I've noticed that this concealer isn't usually like as full coverage as I'd like it to be, but you guys, like, this is very interesting. Let's see what it looks like once we actually set the concealer with powder. It's still, everything overall looks very, very, very smooth. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and dust my Fenty Beauty, and I go very lightly with powder. So far, I have to say it's looking good. My concealer still looks nice. I don't know if it's just me, but I almost feel like this is making my products like more pigmented. I know that it's a primer for the eyes as well, and I did watch a video of the owner using it to enhance the pigment of products, but this is very interesting because I know for a fact that this concealer is, you know, not as full coverage as I want it to be, and this is, I'm like, okay, you know, but my face definitely looks flawless, and setting it with the powder hasn't changed it, hasn't made it look extra cakey. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue things on. I'm gonna, finish up the rest of my face. I just wanted to show you guys like what the foundation and concealer looks like, and then I will come back with my full face, talk to you guys about my first impressions. I will keep testing this product because I want to give you guys more of a well-rounded, video comparison. So this is just my first time trying it. Don't worry, I will talk about this more on my channel. Hey guys, so we are going into about 3.5 hours of wear on this foundation, and with the primer underneath. But it looks pretty nice, don't you think so? This is obviously in the golden hour type of thing, but I will be updating you guys when I get home and how it looks. But so far I'm really loving it, and I'm not oily, so looks good. Hey guys, so I'm back. I've been wearing this primer for a full 8 hours. It's so funny, I totally got caught up, but it ended up being a really good thing for this video, so you guys get to see how it would wear for like a full work day, a full school day, something like that. Now I do want to say I have not touched up my face at all. I am oily combination, so I typically get oily in my T-zone. I usually need to use a mattifying primer in these areas. So as you can see, I'm really not that oily. I look slightly dewy, but this is really nice compared to my normal situation. So as far as it keeping away the oil, I'm definitely very impressed. Now, also, I do want to note something that I did notice about this foundation. I do have smile lines, and I did notice that, typically the makeup does move around if I don't put a wrinkle filling or something like that, like some type of primer in that area to attach the makeup. So this Tatcha primer definitely didn't hold the foundation in place. I can kind of see it's moved around a little bit, nothing too drastic. You can definitely take your beauty blender and fill that out. I'm really used to that happening, so I don't think that it's a big deal, but I do want to make a note of that for those of you guys that feel like that would, bother you. Overall, I have to say that I definitely am impressed with this primer's performance. Taking into account the price tag, I don't see anything revolutionary, but I do want to test this primer out for multiple days to see how this holds up with different foundations and different products just in general. I don't want to just give you guys like one review and be like, this is it forever. I want to kind of test this out over time. So far, I'm really liking it, and I'm definitely impressed. And I think that this will last you a while, as long as you don't put too much on your face. You definitely try and stick to the minimalistic amount like they tell you to. It did bother me initially when the product was kind of like pilling and stuff, when I was applying it, but I haven't had any problems since then. I haven't noticed that on my face at all afterwards. It was kind of like really weird, but I think with my modified technique of applying it, that ended up working out very nicely. Now, if you're interested in another primer review, I do have one of my all-time favorite primers up here, the e.l.f. HD Mattifying Primer. You should check that review out. And also, don't forget, I always love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!